and how you came to get involved. All right. Good evening, my name is Chris Berkers. I am the president of Old Glory Honor Flight in Northeast Wisconsin. Our mission is to fly World War II through Vietnam era veterans to Washington, D.C. to see the memorials in their honor. To date, we have flown over 6,000 veterans, and this is our 16th year. Personally, I became involved in 2010 as a veteran myself. I wanted to give back, and I thought it was a great opportunity, and I just volunteered as what we call a guardian or an escort, and loved the program and kept asking to come back, and they invited me onto the board in late 2011, and I've been with the board ever since. As I said, we served the World War II all the way through Vietnam era veterans at this time. One of the stories that there's so many, but one of the ones that really stick out to me is one of our World War II veterans went with his grandson. His son would not go, so he went with his grandson due to their relationship, and he was 84 years old, and when he got back, he sought out counseling, and those were some of the best years of his life, and he was able to make amends in a lot of those situations. And that grandson is now one of our board members because he believed in the program so much and he saw the value. And there are many, many stories all the way through, especially our Vietnam veterans who become involved in the community, seek mental health counseling or family counseling because of the trip and what happens that day. So it really is a powerful event, the one day that we go to DC. Our annual budget is about $650,000. Percentage-wise, 80% of it goes back into our program, 10% goes to funding, and 10% goes to administration, and that is recent. We did not have employees until 2000. It just, with the size of our organization, it just became necessary. If we're awarded If we're awarded from the Power of 100 plus, the funds will be used to bring 20 veterans to Washington, D.C. to see the memorial. We are not funded federally. We're not funded by the state or local governments at all. It is all privately raised through local donations like the Power of 100. We do get some larger corporate donations, but we rely on our community, and the community in Northeast Wisconsin over and over and over just says this is important work, it needs to be done, and they fund us every time, and it's actually really, really amazing. We're coming up on flight number 72, and each one being approximately $100,000 average over the years. You're looking at $7.2 million, and that is, it's just our community, and it's humbling, to be honest. So our program is ongoing. We plan to continue. We're constantly recruiting. That's why we're doing this. And then we are part of a larger organization, the Honor Flight Network. So we do have a license underneath Honor Flight Network. But any of the funds will stay here locally. They will not go back to national. We do not pay dues to national. We don't pay a licensing fee. So all the money here will stay in the Fox Valley, Northeast Wisconsin. So I believe I've hit all the items there. I'm definitely open for questions. Although I guess if you're watching the video, that's really not much of an option. We started with the honor flight to bring our World War II veterans to see the memorial, because by the time the memorial was built, they were in their mid-80s. And I think, just to honor them, and I think the thing that it has become, and I guess retrospectively it's not a surprise, is that the mental health component has been amazing, especially into our Vietnam era veterans. The stories that we hear back from our veterans and how much it has helped them and from their families, is amazing, and I think that is the most important aspect of the honor flight, is the mental health benefit that we've realized, and then that obviously affects the families, which affects our community. So I thank you for the opportunity. Thank you.